What is the best way to generate leads on LinkedIn? I get asked this question a lot of times, and in today's episode of the DFY show, we will be talking about this and also some common mistakes people make in trying to sell to people. What is that mistake? Well, you get to find out as we continue on this episode. So, let's get straight into it.
Welcome to the DFY show, where we empower entrepreneurs, professionals, and business owners with valuable resources to accelerate their growth and unlock their full potential. I'm your host, Damilola Felicia Badmus, and in each episode, we will dive into the strategies, insights, and success stories that drive personal and business growth. Whether you're looking to level up your branding, master marketing techniques, or embrace entrepreneurship, the DFY show is your one-stop destination for inspiration and knowledge. So grab your pen and papers and let's dive in.
This is episode 10 of the DFY show, and I'm really grateful for how far we've come. Thank you so much for everyone that has been tuning in back to back. We've been recording a high amount of listening, and I can't possibly do this without you. Last week, we had an exciting topic, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to generate LinkedIn leads. How can you turn your connections into clients? I mean, a lot of people get to ask me these questions a lot of time, and I realized that people are not taking this the right way. I mean, just like every brand, there are levels, there are stages before people can get to trust you with their money and before they can eventually buy from you. So we are going to be talking about different ways to generate LinkedIn leads and how you can convert your connections into clients. So what's the first thing? The first thing is to optimize your profile. Now, I can't emphasize this enough, but because we've been talking about this over and over again, I'm not going to go too detailed into it, but I just want you to picture a scene. If Coca-Cola came into the picture today, let's say they're starting their brand from afresh, no one knows Coca-Cola, they do not have a website, they do not have an About Us page, and they come to you and say, buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, you will get refreshed. Would you buy from them? I believe not. The first thing you want to do is to know whether they're genuine, to know whether they're authentic, to know whether what they are selling is consumable. And then next thing you do is you go online to find out more information, or you go to their About Us page, or you try to visit their location. It's the same thing with optimizing your profile, because for you as an individual trying to build your brand online, you have to have a resource tab. You have to have a place where people can find you. So for your personal brand, it can either be your social media pages or your website. So for the context of LinkedIn, people that are trying to sell either their professional services on LinkedIn or any kind of business on LinkedIn, your profile is your homepage. Your profile is where people are going to decide whether they want to buy from you or not. So you need to ensure that your profile is complete, it's accurate, and you have enough detail for people to see. So people need to know, what are you up to? What are you about? What are your values? What are your goals? People can read this through the glimpse of your profile. Another thing again is engage with your network. Now, in trying to build your brand, you can't just sell to people immediately. You have to take time to nourish your audience. You have to take time to let your audience know you. Because imagine you coming to a platform for the first time, and in the first month, you want to start selling to people when people do not know you, when you have less than 150 followers, or you are just trying to make new friends or make new connections. You need to give yourself time. So you need to actively engage with your network. And how do you do this? You do this by liking, commenting, and also sharing relevant content. You can also participate in thoughts. You can also do things that will make your audience see you. So next thing that we are going to be talking about will be create and share valuable content. Now, This cannot be overemphasized at all because your content is your gateway. Remember that personal branding is also part of marketing, but the thing about positioning in branding means that you are not spending so much money as compared to aggressive marketing. So, how do you get your audience attention? How do you get people to like and follow you? It is by creating value that demonstrates your expertise and also provides value to your audience. Everybody is tired of being sold to. Everybody needs someone that can add value to them. And how can you do this? You can do this by sharing articles, sharing blog posts, sharing infographics or videos, or you can also consider doing LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn audio, things that would attract your audience attention. I will make them know that this person is actually a genuine person. I would also like you to know that this process is a long-term game. I mean, I've been doing content for God knows how long now, and it takes time for people to build trust. But when they eventually build the trust and it is true what you share, they become loyal to you and they are ready to buy whatever it is that you sell. The next one in trying to generate LinkedIn leads and converting them into clients is to personalize your connection requests and your messages. Now, we know that when people are trying to connect with others, some of them just click on the connect without adding the notes to it. And imagine that you're trying to connect with someone that has a whole busy schedule or has so many connection requests. The only thing that will make you stand out is when you have a personalized connection request. So you need to know how to align this with your brand message. You need to know how to speak with them in a way that will make them want to accept your connection request. And after they have accepted your connection request, you can now start focusing on building that relationship rather than immediately pitching your services. I mean, I've seen people come to me to sell their services without us having any form of relationship in the past before. I've done the mistake as well, and the truth is that no one replies me. So you need to ensure that you personalize your connection request and also ensure that the message you are dropping out to people is personalized and it has human touch. The last one for today would be utilize LinkedIn Advanced Search. Now, LinkedIn has a lot of dynamic tools that you can work with. You can filter who you want to message. Let's say you have a list of people you want to target. Let's say you want to target managers, you want to target HR personnel, or you're trying to target the CEO. You can use advanced LinkedIn search and LinkedIn is going to give you the results that you are looking out for. So once you've identified your prospects, you can send a personalized connection request and you can also engage with their content. Now, when you use this personalized target approach, you increase your likelihood of connecting with individuals who are relevant to your business. So remember that selling should not always be your major focus, though it can be important. But when trying to build a brand from the scratch, you need to first focus on delivering value, because when you start delivering value, people will begin to see you and then they can begin to trust you. Some of the mistakes that people make when trying to sell on LinkedIn is that they think that because they have so much years of expertise, they can just come to the platform one day and sell to people and people are going to buy from them. That's not true. For platforms like LinkedIn, you have to win people's hearts through whatever it is that you do. Another mistake people make is that they try to bombard people with a lot of sales messages in their DMs. People would not read that. So you have to ensure that you are very strategic in your approach. The last one would be people get to undervalue their potential and what they carry. So because somebody does not buy from you today, does not mean that somebody else is not going to buy from you tomorrow. So we're going to go back again to what I've said earlier, having the recap. So 5 ways to generate your LinkedIn clients and also convert connections into clients can be: 1, you have to optimize your profile so that when somebody comes to your profile, they can get converted easily, and you can be able to convert them through what you have on your profile, certain links that you have that people can click on, through your featured post, through your about summary page, and also your headline. Another way that you can generate LinkedIn leads is through engaging with your network. When people see that you're always commenting, when people see that you're always sharing valuable information in their posts, people will begin to notice you, and you never can tell. One person can just go into your profile through the comment section, and then they can turn out to be a potential lead. Another one I said earlier is create and share valuable content. That means that you share content that people want to hear, people want to know. Information is very vital, and when you share and create valuable content, people would want to follow you. Another one is personalized connection requests and messages, meaning that you have to be very strategic in how you send messages to people so that you don't count as spam. Another one again is learn how to utilize LinkedIn advanced search. So you have to also be very strategic with this. I spoke more about lead generation in my new book, The Ultimate Guide to Building Your Personal Brand on LinkedIn. I touched more on how you can generate clients, different strategies you can use, different lead magnet approach, like using of ebooks, using of masterclasses to get your audience attention. So don't forget to check it out. Link is available in the description box to get your copy. And don't forget also to follow me on LinkedIn at Damilola Felicia Badmoss. I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I did. Don't forget to stay in touch, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM at Damilola Felicia Badmoss. Also, if you're in need of any of my branding services, do check the link in the description box to have access to my website. So, to come your way again next week. Bye for now.